Hey, this is Matt White with Jolt CMS. I wanted to take a little bit of time today to talk about what makes a great story. The reason I want to do that is because I think, and research is showing lately, that telling a great story from a company standpoint really does make a difference. So having that about page that tells the history and not just who the people are involved, but also what it took to get to that point. Started out in the garage. If you're Dell. The story behind the movie that makes a great movie is the Rocky Balboa story. Started from nothing and rose to the top, that kind of thing. Really does make a difference whenever you're telling that story and trying to convey and make a connection with your audience. So a good story, I believe, has three components, and I got these ideas from a book that I read a couple years ago by Donald Miller called A Million Miles in 1,000 Years. This is the name of the book, or the shot of the book. It has nothing to do with business, but it is a story about telling a story. And the three components that Donald Miller references are a character, number one, who wants something, number two, and overcomes conflict to get it, number three. So when you're writing your company story for the About page, or whether you're using a video like this, what you want to try to do is hit those three main components. Usually the character is the founder or some sort of inspiration or something that that helped to get to that point. Like I said, usually a founder or an owner. And what you want to try to do is really connect with the user by showing that there was something that they wanted, whether it was financial success, whether it was to help something, whether it was ultimately to benefit people by providing a product that served a certain purpose, that kind of thing. And then going through the idea of how you got to the point of kind of overcoming that conflict. You have to describe the conflict a little bit first, explain what it is, what you came from, what you went through, and then ultimately how you got to that point where you overcame that conflict. Again, the great part of stories is ultimately that overcoming of the conflict. If you had a story that had a great character, they wanted something and they never got it, that's obviously not a great story. So you really want to try to capture what that end result. And that doesn't mean that there has to be the huge success has already happened, but if you're building and if you're getting there, and that's part of the story as well. So just kind of recap. So a character who wants something and overcomes conflict to get it. Those are the three main components of a story, and really can tie in and try to think about how those connect to your business, and then ultimately that's going to connect to your consumers.